Alrighty, so spent 4 years in the league, kind of had amazing numbers between Hamilton and Peterborough, and then being able to graduate and sign your first pro contract. How did that feel? And then what was that transition like going from the OHL to AHL?
It was awesome. I mean, that's what you work for, playing in the OHL. So that's kind of why you play. You play to sign that first pro contract. Then the transition, it was different. I mean, you live on your own. You don't have a billet family, and I had a great billet family in Peterborough and Hamilton, so I got to rely on them for laundry and cooking and stuff. That was a big adjustment. I had to cook for myself all year. Then obviously you have guys on the team that already have like wife and kids and stuff, so it's a lot different. But I mean, it's time to grow up. So it was good. It was a lot of fun.
And you didn't have the best first year. You had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
And dealing with that. So what now coming back into camp? What are you trying to prove to yourself and to the coaches and the whole Penguin staff to really show your game?
Yeah, it was definitely not what I wanted going into last year. I had a really good camp, I thought, and I put myself in a good position to start the year off. And then 9 or 10 games in, I had an injury that I was out for like 3-4 months, which is tough, especially when it's your first year pro, because you're just now getting adjusted in the first 10 games, and then you have to restart again when you come back. So that was pretty tough, but I felt the end of the year pretty strong the last 2 or 3 weeks. I was really happy with how I was playing, and then I'm just looking to build off that and come in this year with confidence. I had a pretty good off season of training. It was my first time being able to have a summer the last 2 summers, so it was nice. I feel good. I feel strong and healthy, and I just want to show them I can play at the AHL level and hopefully play at the NHL level one day.
And when you came back, you scored your first goal. How was that? What was that feeling like for you?
Yeah, the whole time I was hurt, I was just like picturing in my head what it was going to be like. So when I finally got to score, that was such a good feeling. I hadn't scored in what felt like a whole year, so it was amazing. And then I ended up scoring a couple right after, which was nice. So it was a really good feeling.
And in the league, you obviously played against a lot of the guys that you played on with Peterborough and Hamilton, I'm sure. So what's it like now being pro and not being on the same team and playing against the guys that you played with?
Oh yeah, it's the same in the O. When I got traded from Hamilton to Peterborough and you play against your former teammates, like they're your best friends, but when you're playing, everyone knows like it's friends off for that game. But after the game, I got to see a bunch of the guys mostly from Peterborough last year. I got to see like JR, Otter, Stiller, all after the games, and it's always great catching up with them. Like you see them and it's like you saw them yesterday, so it was amazing. And I get to see a bunch of the guys here too. It's awesome.
And you had such a strong finish with Peterborough. The fans love you. You were always a fan favorite in Peterborough when you got traded to us. So now having them follow you back, what's that feeling like to them? What would you say to them knowing that they still follow you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Someone had a Peterborough Pete's card here and had me sign it, which was pretty cool. I mean, I was only there for three and a half months, but it was some of the best months of my life, meeting all those guys, and they're my lifelong friends, and obviously playing in front of that crowd. Those games in the playoffs were like, it was such a good feeling having them. Like we didn't have the biggest drink, but they brought the energy every night, and that helped us obviously win the championship that year. So, I mean, I had such a good time there, and I'm so happy I got to play my last couple months there.
And coming into a camp like this, what's something you're really trying to prove to yourself and the staff?
I mean, everyone knows that you haven't played hockey all summer, so some stuff's going to be sloppy, but I'm just trying to show my compete, and I put a lot of work into my skating while I was injured, so I want to show that I've made those strides in my skating to get faster, get stronger, and yeah, just my compete, I'd say, is the biggest thing.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.